It's story time with your host, Carl Childers.
I had pork chops the other night with that wheelie boy and his mama. Got me thinking about them three little pigs. I reckon I can tell you about them if you want me to. Well, sir, them three little pigs all growed up. Their poor mother is old and give out. She plumb had a belly load of their shenanigans. They was kindly wild, carried on a great deal, squealing and pooping in the house there. It was pretty bad even for a sty. Some folks say pig pen, I say sty. Their mama couldn't keep up with them no more, so she turned them loose into the world. One of them little pigs, he had him a book on log cabins. One had a book on building stuff with straw. Another had a book on bricklaying. They figured it's probably better to each have their own place, on account they didn't want folks to think I was a right bit funny. Not funny ha-ha, funny quirk. Well, sir, that first little pig, he didn't do a very good job. His boss didn't pay him much of a wage, so he had to build his place on the cheap. He didn't have tools, make it out of logs, so he used kindling. It was all right, I guess. Might drafty. Dug himself out a little hole in the ground, put down some quilts there. He's waiting for the ball game to come on the TV and that little black and white television. And along come Miss Wolf. He was going to the dollar store to get some more of that potted meat. But he smelled that little pig there in that straw house, and he got himself a taste for bacon, I reckon. He tried to talk his way into that house of sticks, but he started saying he had a candy gram and whatnot. That little pig, he'd seen that TV show too. He's too smart for him. Told him go off, Summers. That old wolf, he huffed, puffed, blowed that little stick house plumb apart. That little pig, he squealed, run next door to his brother's place, what was made of straw. They figured they safe enough. So they settled in there, started watching that ball game. Here come that wolf. Wolf got all excited because they figured if he played his cards right, he could eat him two little pigs and catch the second half of the ball game. He asked the pigs to let him in. They told him to kiss their little pig butts. They had not talk that way. They just little pigs. That old wolf bowed up, huffed, and puffed, blowed that little grass shack right down. Them two little pigs squealed, run around a bit, went over next door to that little smart pig's place, what built with bricks. He had a pretty good setup there, and one of them big old flat screen TVs, watch that ball game. He had a big old mess of food cooked up there. That wolf thought he'd plumb hit the jackpot. If he could get in there, he'd have a nice place to watch the ball game. Enough pig left over to invite his brother in. He called his brother on the cell phone and told him what he had a planning. And he huffed and puffed a couple of times, but do no good. All that huffing and puffing he'd already done aggravated his asthma there. And just his luck, he left his puffer at home. Now the little pig seen that old wolf having a hard time there, and that made sport of him a good bit. They would kindly no count. Well, sir, that wolf, he used his noodle. Saw that smoke coming out of that chimbley there. Some folks calls it a flue, I calls it a chimbley. So he climbed up there, and he could hear them pigs carrying on, watching the game and making sport of him. I didn't sit too well with the wolf, and he started down that chimney to get him. But it just weren't that wolf's day. That smart old brick pig there, he had him a pot of wolf stew going on the open fire. Only one thing missing, wolf. Well, sir, that old wolf plopped into that big old pot of stew. Killed him. Them little pigs pert near busted got laughing at how they fooled that wolf. About that time, his brother come strolling along all ready to watch the ball game and eat some pig. And he finds his brother turned into stew meat. he starts hollering, "What'd you cook my brother for? What'd you cook my brother for?" And them little pigs didn't think it was so funny then. Especially when that wolf commenced eating on them, watching the ball game. Well, he figured that's what his brother would have wanted. More of the story is, probably ain't all that good for you. Pork ain't. But at least it won't eat you like a wolf will. The end.
Story time with Carl Childers is